Yo, what's up? Dang, whew. Gotta get it in there. What's up, folks? Welcome to another all bass creations effects tutorials, demos, and review. Uh, we got today we're gonna be going through the Electro Harmonics V256 Vocoder pedal, one of my favorites. Just a little bit of that. Let me see. Gotta get away for you guys on Instagram. Testing, doing the proper way, do playing, testing, going, testing, trying not to get deep. So. So, pretty much, this pedal allows you to, use your bass or your guitar or any input. Really, it's great for any instrument. Allows you to have a ton of flexibility and a couple different features. Just in terms of using your voice to say words. You're a shining star, no matter who you are, shining bright to see. You tell me true. And plus, the track's amazing. So, of course, you're hearing it in conjunction with quite a few different effects at the moment. So let's just get it by itself real quick. So I'm gonna take off all the extra stuff, because I like to give you guys a little preview of, the finished sound more so than, mind you, if you're on Instagram or Facebook, you can head over to Twitch at the Bass Niggas, and you'll be able to see everything I'm doing on the computer as well, because I'm not just running the Pedalboard, I'm running Guitar Rig 6 as well. So now we have just the vocoder by itself. Testing. Ooh, that's loud. Testing. Tell, as you can hear, it guys ain't not sound by itself, but you have to. Definitely, if you're playing bass, one of the tips for bass, if you So, I have a very mid-forward type of sound. And that adds a lot of clarity, upper mid-range. Then when you kick on the vocoder, right now I have it on a single drone mode. Testing. You can use it as like a wah-wah type effect. Or you can actually just say words using tracks. It even tracks really well. Then you in business. Then you in the business. So, gives you a lot of options. What's up, Los? What's going on, bro? Appreciate you stopping by, brother. So, what I like to do to add some texture to that sound from my Zoom, I have a bass muff, so I'll add some distortion to it. When you run distortion into it, it gives it like some more texture to grab onto. So it gives you a lot more texture just adding that. What else I got on here? I got a little, so I got the distortion running into a compressor on there, as well as a noise gate. So the noise gate just cuts out in between, it makes it like a gated distortion type sound. So into the vocoder, into the vocoder, into the vocoder, into the vocoder. So then from there, coming out of the V256, and the reason I'm going to go into the details of how to set everything up, but there's already videos on that. So what I'm kind of doing here is I'm gonna go through my settings and things, well, different settings, you know, things you can manipulate with it. But kind of just giving you guys how to just get it to a usable tone in the first place. You know, a lot of times we don't even know how to get something like this to where we can use it on stage. So that noise gate definitely helps on stage. Then I run a noise gate afterwards as well. Testing, testing. Ooh, precious waves, light your way, light your way, light your way. Everybody come on a big dance if you want to. It's alright. Yeah. See, you get your Roger and Zap on with this jewelry. I love this pedal. It's one of my favorites. So I got that running into that another noise gate into a vibrato with a pre-delay. So I get more of that singing quality. Ooh, oh, 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 See, now you can really get into that, you know, having those background vocal type stuff going on. Very nice. And then I also have a EQ right after that. And the EQ is boosting 3200K. This is 6400K and 12K for clarity. You know, add some air up top. So that's very important when it comes to creating the clarity in the sound, EQing it afterwards. And it allows you to have a lot of clarity you wouldn't normally have by yourself. It allows you to use your harmonics too. It tracks so really well. Now you start getting into unique stuff. Start getting into the Mariah Carey range. See, you really get that. This thing tracks amazing, guys. It's sickening how well this tracks. And this is the setting I use for a lot of my album stuff. This is again, it's a single drone mode. Let me see where I got this thing. So let me just play around with a few of the settings. Of course, I have the blend all the way to Vocoder. So none of my dry signal, none of my dry vocal, because I don't even need none of that dry vocal in there at all. For sure. That ain't what we here for. In terms of the band, so from 12 o'clock on to about, from 12 o'clock to the left, you're changing how many bands you're using. So this is what it sounds like. This is what it sounds like. I'm adding bands. So this is what it sounds like. This is what it sounds. So it fades out the sound using less bands. I use it at that 256 bands. So now I get this nice full bass sound. You can use it for just about everything. And that's if you go from 12 o'clock, go to the right, going towards like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, all that starts adding resonance. So if I go about 3 o'clock, if I go to about 3 o'clock, now there's lots of resonance. All the way up. I don't particularly like that, so I usually have mine around 12 o'clock. Tone-wise, I do use the tone. It's pretty much like a treble knob, so you kind of got to think of it. The tone knob is like a treble knob. You can make a sound a lot darker if you have it all the way down. As you add it, you're adding more highs for more detail. Or if you want to show off, get into that Herbie territory. Then you have the gender bender knob, which allows you to go from get on down to your Barry White voice. You Barry, this is great for bass. So say I wanted to do bass for band. Oh, I don't do. See, now you got that nice baritone type voice, you know. Make sure you guys are on Facebook and Instagram. If you want to catch the full spectrum of things, you're going to have to head over to what? Twitch. And what's that going to do? It's going to allow you to see what I'm doing on my laptop, as well as the actual pedal itself, as well as way better quality in sound and video. So, you know, it's part of the game. And by the way, for this vocoder, I'm just using this stage condenser mic. It's a, what's this, a Natty SPC 25. It's just a, I guess it's a stage condenser mic with a this was just in here, a AA batteries in here. But it actually it works for these purposes. I like it a lot. It's a nice cross between a condenser and a dynamic mic for me. So you can go from Barry White to get more to the just regular guy's voice. This one's closer to your voice. Facing the rising sun as a new. Oh, forgot to add the delay and reverb. So in Guitar Rig, I'm going to go ahead and add. I'm gonna add the Psyche delay and a ROM Cosmic reverb. I'm also going to add, what's this, a transient master? Yeah. And a tube compressor. Facing the rising sun as a new day begun. So let's bring that. We're gonna bring it up to 12 o'clock. Facing the rising sun. You see how it cuts off? That's because I have that gate in the beginning and I have one afterwards. So that's super important for them cutoffs and not having it ringing out on stage. Otherwise, I've had problems with it feeding back on stage. So the best thing to do for louder volume applications is to have those noise gates. So now, now you guys kind of getting a sense of why all the other things are important. They add so much to the vocoder. You don't want to just throw this vocoder on by itself and not be worrying about everything. No, you need the distortion. At times, this is what it sounds like without the distortion, but everything else, it's gonna have a much smoother sound to it. Da 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 da. So it's so smooth that it doesn't have enough texture for me. So I like the distortion running into it. I got this vocoder. Then you can, here's about 2 o'clock. Here's the vocoder again. Sounds completely different. Starting to get into the robot territory. Going towards the female side of the knob. Going to the female side of the knob. So I don't particularly like this setting too much, all the way to the right, clockwise. I typically like mine around that noon to 11 o'clock, or if I'm running a bass sound, like I said, I'll run it all the way to the left. Next, the pitch knob. If you now you have a drone tone, but now you don't have control of it. If you turn the knob, you can change the pitch. Never do that. But so if you turn it all the way to the left, you'll then have pitch control with your instrument. So, you'll get the drone sound, single drone, just that if you have it on there. If you switch it to a major drone, let's go ahead and do that real quick. It goes straight to this is my preset for the major drone sound. And so, because the drone sound is all the same voice, it's just a single drone is one note, major drone is a major chord. And again, if you want the actual drone itself, you can have the pitch knob on there. You can change that, or you can run MIDI. You can run MIDI and have it programmed in and do it that way, which is much overcomplicated for what I'm trying to do. You also have the Vox Robo voice as well, but we ain't get there yet. The drones are my favorite voices. They're a lot smoother. The other one, two. So, the major drone, we're going to bring it down. major drone, major drone, major drone. This is a, you just change the pitch with the knob or MIDI. Yeah, I prefer to control it myself. That way I have the nice control tone. Another hidden feature of this pedal is you can literally freeze notes in there as well. Now it's frozen on that tone, and I can play different notes on top of it. Let me see. Ooh, ooh. So now you can create custom drones, the pace, depending on what you want to do. Now you can create those custom tones, custom tones. So now you can, you're getting into different territories when you're starting to be able to hold notes and things like that. Of course, I have my pedal board up elevated at the moment, so I can't use my foot to do it. But normally I would use my foot the same way I would on my freeze or my hog too, things like that. I really wish it had a input. I really wish it had an input for an expression pedal like the Hog 2 does. That way I could be able to like glissando into them joints. That would be nice. But you can actually glissando into different notes. It's a different way you can do it with this as well, where to blend. But not in this particular mode. So that's pretty much the drone, all the drone settings. Like I said, if you would like to add your original bass sound, you just hold down the mic bypass foot switch and turn the blend knob. If you want to change how much of your natural voice and the vocoder, you just turn the blend knob by itself. But in order to get your actual dry signal in there, you're gonna have to turn the hold the foot switch, then turn the blend knob. And when you save your presets, that's all the white knob does. You hold your presets, then you can scroll between presets and press it, and it'll select the preset. From there, and the MIDI, this is where the MIDI comes in handy sometimes. Like, it's like if you can program a controller to the right parameters on this pedal, you'd be a lot better off. Even if you could take like a MIDI keyboard and program different stuff, it would be nice. It would be really nice. It would be really nice if you can program the controls through the MIDI settings of the keyboard. But I don't feel like doing all of that to this. Maybe next time I'll work on it to work with Logic or Mainstage. Because theoretically, you could add those glissando effects and different things like that way as well. So moving on, that's just Amazon dropping off some strings, guys. Let's see. Let's go to my Vox Robo setting. Testing. Testing, 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 wait, wait. And see, we ain't even start adding stuff like the Hog 2 yet, where we adding. Now we can hold chords even without doing it on the actual pedal itself. And this same thing can be achieved with the Pog 2 and a Super Ego Plus or like a Freeze. No, you're gonna need like a Super Ego or Super Ego Plus to do the glissando type effects I'm about to do. Or you just need a Hog 2, you know. Either one works. But add some dry signal. You don't know the things you breathe. You don't know. So you can play some. Now you can just hold the nose and do the things you need to do. I love this pedal so much. Well, of course, you can also, if you wanted to drop it down an octave, it's still going to track it well. It's still going to track it like crazy. Now you're in the. Then you want to put that Barry White on there, right? So we going to switch. Now we got the bass sounds going. Baby. See if I can add a little bit more bottom to that. Nope, let's add it. We're gonna add it on the Ampeg SGTDI. You might want to add have like an octave up and an octave down. Maybe a little less. Just keep a little bit of the upper octave so you can hear the words that you are saying in the bottom range. It still helps. So You know, that's another thing you can do right there, you know. Just gotta add some booty to it, and then you got everything. You got everything you need to run the bottle from the vocoder. But you had that. You need a preamp afterwards. The preamp really makes it hard. The preamp has, oh yes, that bottle. That bottle. In the beginning, there was a man. There was a man. And he always there. That's a lot of bottles. That's a lot of that control. It will be heavy in a system. There will be no storm. Yeah, that would be killing in a system. For real. Testing. So that gives you options. It gives you a lot of options there. Say you don't want it as low, you know, maybe you like it. Maybe you like a little higher of a voice. You know, that's about, I like the bottom, that baritone one a lot more for bass stuff. So for bass, I'm going with that baritone voice. More than likely the drone one. I like the drone one a lot more. In general, I just like the sound in general more. But testing now, testing now, testing now. And that's me changing that gender blender knob there. The pitch again to get instrument control, not instrument control, but to control the pitch with your instrument, you have to have that pitch knob all the way to the left. If you now start to get all these weird sounds. Now get all these weird sounds. Hold on, let me see something. Let me see what's going on. Now. So you get different voices. Now you can go and play Thanos or something. So here's another of my robot settings. I use this one for thinner background sounds that I want to not be overbearing. So it makes me want to sing it. It makes me want to like use it to say everything. It's weird. This is my last robot setting, I guess. My last one sounds like this. It's even thinner than the last one. Just in case I need to use it for something else, I can. So beautiful. Beautiful. I love this pedal. So now I don't even know what they want from me. Yeah. Testing. 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 Let me see what this thing doing here. Testing. Testing. We test. Test. Gotta keep the volume a little lower for this portion because that's crazy. So this is the transposition. What's up, Thel? We running these pedals. Running these pedals. Let me see something. Try to get this to a volume. It won't feedback. Now you got your voice changing mode. It's like transposition. So I can literally transpose my voice to all these different. So now I sound like this. Even though you see I haven't changed my voice at all. Or I can sound like this. Or I can sound like this. I can sound like this all day. And it is what it is. Yeah, but then you can transpose that same voice down. And it still gonna sound a little weird. But you got options. Let me take some extra stuff off real quick. Hold up. Be right back. Don't need that. Don't need this. Yep. So you just change your voice. It gets a little weird. Gets a little weird. Testing. But you gotta play around with the settings. If you want that real deep voice, you can get all weird. You can have it jump like this. Hold it, guys. So you might feed back. Only thing I don't like about this setting, I definitely would like a volume knob. Definitely needs a volume knob for this. If you were to switch to this on stage, you better know what you're using. You better know what you're doing.
Testing. Do-do-do-do. Testing the. This is the mono mode. No more. This is the instrument control. I could actually sing like this. Maybe I'll do an album like this. This pedal is crazy. Love this pedal. And so the difference. Hold up.
Bam. So the difference between, I guess, the transposition mode and the instrument control mode is, of course, the fact that when you do transposition mode, it's more like a voice changer type thing. It's literally just changing the pitches and the timbre of your voice, while in instrument control, it's taking your actual voice and controlling the pitch like live auto tune with your instrument. So let me see some test. Where is it? Where do we? Oh,
Testing the things we do. See, it doesn't track everything I if let me see. If I do. See if we can get that to change a little faster. Oh, no. Here we go with this feedback again. Nah, we don't need all that. Testing. For this, for yeah, you could actually see.
It doesn't track fast. Let me see if I can get it to track
faster. Oh yeah. That see. I'm singing at one note. It's making it move, and then
as the band, I believe, becomes the.
I hate when it does that. It makes me not take myself serious. See what I'm saying? But
when when you use the blend knob and instrument control, it controls the
glissando between the notes. See how long it's taking to get to each note from where I'm starting from.
See, it's like it's a delay versus if
is this instantaneous? No.
Let me see if 12 o'clock is.
It's 12 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock. Yeah, now I can at least move a little faster. I still love this thing. I still love this thing.
Yeah, that works.
Testing.
So, let me see.
Now we in reflex tune. Let me see if I can see. It's not the right. That ain't the right chord.
What key is it? Oh, it's in a particular key. So,
let me see. Testing the
nope.
Gotta get it right. Testing. Why is it just doing it? Okay, so I think this is more of like an automatic. You gotta kind of put it in the key that you want to sing in, and then go from there. Because yeah, see, it's automatic. I'm trying to. This is the chromatic mode. See, you can do that before. It would switch only within the key, so that also helps. That also helps out a lot.
Then you get this gender bender knob. If you want to sing in a weird voice,
or you want to sound like this while you're singing, get your bird. Come here, baby. Be in the eye. But in the noon, that's just your regular voice. Then you can, your tone is your, like I said, it's more of a treble knob. The C. So in the middle, testing. See, you gotta play around with a lot of the settings. You test on stuff. And I'm not a singer, so don't be judging me. I'm doing this for y'all purpose. I'm embarrassing myself for y'all. Don't be laughing. Sing's fun. So, and I don't think I'm a singer by any stretch of the imagination. But gotta demonstrate the pedal. So if I put it in a key, then I can sing. If I just a lot easier for me to sing. You got stuff. So basically, you're just gonna, like any other pedal, experiment.
The hardest thing to do is to give yourself enough room to be embarrassed to even learn something new. I don't think I'm a singer. I do sing on the regular, but it's more like for improvisational ideas purposes if I can. So when I don't have my instrument, I still practicing. I can just sing the parts someone would like to play or be using, listening to records, scatting over records, solo ideas, things like that. But I am not a choir member. I'm not a soloist. I'm not even a singing in the shower quality person for me. So, something like this could potentially allow somebody like myself, like the rest of the industry, to kind of cheat my way through. I know I shouldn't have said that, but I don't care. It is what it is, but everybody uses auto-tune or some type of pitch correction when they do their studio stuff for the most part. But this is like a live version of that you can take with you. You can have it triggered by an instrument, or you can have it, and it tracks extremely well on bass, but it tracks even better on guitar and keyboard. Like it tracks flawlessly with those instruments. But with bass, it tracks amazing as well. Like all electro-harmonics pedals, they have some of the best tracking, whatever the algorithm they use, But just to go through some of the features real quick that you have there, you got an instrument. For inputs, you got of course, instrument. And then you have a mic input. You got phantom power. You got mic low and high. Mic gain, that's low and high. Depending on if you're using a condenser mic or a dynamic mic. Then on the outputs, you have the instrument and the effects, and then effects XLR output on there as well. So you got, a ton of different, not a ton of different parameters, but you got a good amount of parameters where it's enough where when you're on stage, you don't want to be fiddling around too much. As you can see, you got to fiddle around with it enough. You got to sit there and work it out enough with it as it is, you know. So once you get your presets, you want to just be able to pretty much hit that pedal and be able to go. That would be the thing to do with something like this. Like I said, I have pretty much 6 different vocoder settings, and then I have a transposition setting preset saved, and then I have an instrument control setting saved. The reflex tune, I don't really have. I just have whatever default save slot was there before. But yeah, y'all, and like I said, one of the keys to this, or not keys to it, but one of the benefits of this pedal is that MIDI. You can take a lot of the parameters again and program them onto some type of control surface, and then bam, you can be controlling the pedal. And when you do that, you get access to all the parameters from MIDI. Like you can control everything, like down to the T, stuff you can't control on the pedal. But I don't need all those options. I like the simplicity of the, you know, the 5 pretty much parameters, 5 to 6, 7 maybe parameters at a time you can change for each setting. I don't want all those extra options. They got it sounding good like it is. So if you like this type of video where I'm trying out vocoder pedals or different, you know, things that are a little bit more you know, not as much common as something like a chorus pedal, you know, the specialty pedals, special effects, let me know, and I'll you know, start diving into those even more. You know, of course I do a lot of electro harmonics pedals, the Ravis Sitar, Key 9, Mel 9, Blur's Hog 2, you know, some of my favorite pedals in the world. So definitely check out the Electro Harmonics V256 vocoder pedal. Is great for bass and guitar and anything else you want to use that's a vocoder need, you know. Also, subscribe, like, and share. If this was useful to you, let me know. Say, you know, let me know any critiques you may have, any way I can better, you know, assist you guys with understanding how to use these pedals in live applications for bass. Just let me know down in the comments, and find me on all social media at the Bass Niggas. That's THEBASSNEGUS. Yeah, it's on the screen right there, but I'm gonna spell it out anyway, just so you can hear it. But I appreciate y'all hanging with me, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.